Hello, everyone, and welcome to another day in AI in real estate. Here is where I share practical examples on how you can deploy AI in order to work smarter, not harder. And for today's use case, we're going to be fully automating how you can track and monitor the loans in your portfolio. So whether you are an asset manager or portfolio manager, if you have one asset or 100 assets, I'm pretty sure you go through this exercise or on a quarterly base or even on a monthly base. And it's important to know because there's a huge amount of data. Those loan documents have sometimes hundreds of pages and you have dozens of assets that you need to go through every time. So let's see a way to fully automate the process so you can be always on top of what is happening with the loans in your portfolio. So let's dive in. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add my loan documents to my contact layer lane. I can also add directly to the text box here, but I want to add to the context layer so I can always access those files and fully automate the workflows. So let's create a folder and let's add files. Let's add from three different assets. Great. Now I have the files here. Let's say loan docs. Okay. And let's save this folder. And when we come here, all my three loans are here. Okay. And let's get back to the question. So I have already prepared a prompt for this, which I will basically copy and paste. So let's see, review all three loan documents. And let's tag those documents that are already in Leni. So for Ace Club, The Edge, and Avengers. And then I will copy and paste my prompt here. Because I want to know, I want Leni to extract a structured summary for each loan, which includes borrower, entity, lender, original, loan amount, current balance, interest rates, or floating or fixed, maturity date, extension options, amortization schedule, prepayment provisions, rate cap details, counterparty expiration strike rate, and all financial covenants like DSCR, LTVs, debt yield, threshold, occupancy, and organize the output as a structured database table with one row per asset. So let's see Lenny working on this. Okay, so we got the file. Let's see. Okay, I have the table with everything. Okay. All right, so has some key takeaways and it created the Excel file for it. So now let's have a second step and what I'm gonna do. So based on these loan documents, and I also created a prompt before. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna ask Leni to calculate the current DSCR, LTV, debt yield for the respective assets, of course, from the three loans, and compare each metric, covenant thresholds, etc. And remember, like Leni, I have here in my portfolio a fully integrated portfolio with Yardi. So I have all those metrics, all those KPIs here at Leni. So let's see how Leni performs this. Okay, there you go. It calculated all the metrics for each one of the assets. Also gave a comparison table across the board. Okay. Interpretation and analysis. Created two files, an Excel file and also an image. Okay, a table. And then explain how he got the metrics, all the math behind it, and provided the two outputs. Okay, interesting. And now this is where we start to automate the process. So what I'm gonna do, I already have this prompt created, and I'll copy here. So what I want to do, I want to create an HTML scorecard dashboard, let's say an interactive, let's say interactive HTML scorecard dashboard where I can see the summary of the main loan metrics and current status of each of the properties with the following: the summary of each loan per property, borrower entity, lender, etc., the current metrics and KPIs, DSCR, covenants, etc. And at the top, I want to add filters to select one or more properties, and I also want to create a section with a narrative and summary the analysis of the analysis of the current situation of each of the properties. And I'll go one step further. And for this, I want to create also, I want to add something special at the end. So I will ask also, also add Leni's logo attached here to on the top right of the dashboard. Okay, then we added Leni's logo here. Let's see what Leni brings to me. There you go. Okay, in 5 minutes, it created a scorecard dashboard for these properties. And let's see how it looks like. Interesting. I have my logo. I have a summary of the main KPIs for the whole portfolio. Let's see. Yeah, I can select and deselect, which will change to interactive. Current metrics, thresholds, okay. The details per property, super interesting. Okay, extensions, etc. And the narrative for each one of those. And the portfolio summary and outlook. Super, super interesting. Now add the property Regina Falange to the HTML for you created. Okay. And here, instead of tagging the loan, I'm gonna add directly here. So here's the loan document for this asset to feed the dash. Also, calculate the other current metrics that are in the dash. So let me see the file and let's see it. And there you go. Let's see. There you go. Now we have all four assets here. A summary of the main KPIs of the portfolio. Let's see. Fully interactive. That is great. A table with the main metrics and covenant thresholds. Interesting. The details of the loans per property. What we had, okay. And the narrative for each one of the assets and a portfolio summary. This is fantastic. Now, this is how we started to automate it, but this is not the full automation. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna come here. Leni has a feature called custom reports, and we can create here, portfolio loan tracking. Okay. And then uh, let's add text. So we can add prompts here. So, okay. And this is the HTML report. Yeah, there we go. And save. Okay. And now let's do the following. Let's schedule the report. So let's say I want to see this report every day 5. So every 5th of the month, and I'm gonna send this to my email. Yeah, and there we go. We fully automated this task, and now we have this, oops, not this one, but this one, this loan, multifamily loan scorecard dashboard, where it's fully interactive. I can bring any asset I want, update it, and every month on the 5th, I'm gonna have a summary and a report with this updated scorecard. Simple, right? Fully automated monitoring. And as you can see, this is a fully automated workflow or process where you can track the loans, track the KPI, the covenants of your loans, and understand every month or every, I don't know, quarter what's going on with your portfolio, what you should pay attention to, and you don't need to review all the documents all the time. So that's why I say you gotta work smarter, not harder for this. So this was just another example, another episode where portfolio managers and asset managers can fully automate workflows here on AI in real estate.